Hi everybody, welcome back to Friday Fun Around the Craft Table. This week's project is paper flowers and kissing balls. These are always fun to make and they're so versatile, you could do all kinds of stuff with them. For this project, we're going to use party streamers in whatever color you want for your flowers. You can do more than one color. We're going to need some craft glue and a styrofoam ball, of course. These are the 2.8 size, the number 3. Now, optionally, you can use these pins, the corsage pins, and some green streamers. You could do this with or without. I'm just going to add a few in to make a little bit of a difference. And of course, we're going to need our glue gun. Okay, first thing you need to do is tear off a piece of streamer 24 inches long, roughly, and then you're going to crumple it up into a ball. Next, we're going to fold down the top about 1/3 of it. Fold it over all the way down. And then you're going to simply take it and start rolling it. You're going to start twisting every so often. That gives it a little bit more depth. And you'll start to see a flower forming. You're going to do this all the way to the end. And then you're going to take a little dot of the craft glue to secure it. The one thing that I've noticed with these, depending on how you roll them, you really could decide which side you like better. Sometimes both sides look okay. Other times it's definitely a one-sided one. So you'll just have to decide for yourself which side you like best. So I'm going to speed this up a little. Again, it's a 24-inch piece, about 2 foot piece of streamer. You're going to crinkle it all up and then fold the top 1/3 down, and then you'll start rolling it and twisting. For this size styrofoam ball, I think I've made about 45 of the flowers. It's a little time consuming, but once you get the hang of it, you can do them pretty quickly. And it really depends on how tight you wind it, you roll it up. If you don't do it as tight, of course they'll be a little bit bigger. I made mine in groups. I would do a bunch and then go ahead and glue them on. Okay, so now that we have a few, let's see how many more we may need. So you're just going to take it and decide which end you like better, which one looks more like the flower end that you want. And you're going to put a bunch of hot glue on it and just stuff them in there. You'll be able to see some white spots from where they don't really match up with each other. I didn't do this in this video, but later on, I just went in and tore off a few little pieces of the streamers and just kind of went in and poked it with a little bit of glue around the areas that you can see the little bit of gaps, and just kind of filled in the colors. You also could, before you start putting the flowers on it, you could also put a coat of paint, maybe the same color as the flowers that you're adding, so that you don't notice the white styrofoam through it. And you'll also see later that I add in some leaves. You could use the leaves to fill in some holes. Okay, so looks like we're probably going to need a few more. You can use these for many different things. Um, if you checked out my blog, I did add a little bit of history about these. They're made mostly during the Christmas season. They started out during the Victorian times. And now people use them for weddings and party decorations. They use them at home. You could stick them on top of a candlestick. You could put a bunch of them in a basket. You could, just hang them from the ceiling if you wanted to. If you didn't want to make your own flowers, you could use regular silk flowers and glue them to the styrofoam balls. Okay, and here we go with looks like the last flower to fill in the hole. And there we go. Like I said, you can see a few little spots here and there of white. So we can fill those in with some leaves. These are optional, by the way. I mean, many people just like the plain flowers. You could add some ribbon to it at this point. If you're going to hang it. So I'm going to throw in a few leaves here and there. Did the same thing. I squished it up a little bit of glue, and poke it down in. Just going to spread them around in different areas. Like I said, you can use them to fill in some holes. Now the other optional thing, I'm using these corsage pins just to kind of give it a little bit of elegance. You can do this in a couple of different ways. You can stick them in the middle of each flower, or you could stick them in the holes in between. It's up to you. You just want to stick them down in good. I didn't add any glue or anything to these. I just stuck them in the ball. Okay, there you go. And of course I would add this to the entire thing. I just only did a few just to show you what it looks like.